Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. First carry down for Rob Kelly. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This offense, here are the starters. It features a very speedy wide receiver, a Duke Blue Devil, Jamison Crowder.
Exactly right, and we're not talking about hoops. We're talking about a slot receiver who knows how to run all the routes so well and really is crafty beyond his years.
Here we go.
Manziel. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Rip left. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit. Gun. Set. Detroit. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Markevius Kiki Mingo is one of those versatile outside linebackers who can rush the passer as a defensive end, yet drop into coverage.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
Here's Manziel. He's got time. And that will be incomplete as well. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the 1st. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. She took the words right out of my mouth. And cuts, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. An even 90 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Manziel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on third and long, they're looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Prescott on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. On third down, it's Prescott. Great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Manziel. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the catch, it's Crowder. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Manziel throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Manziel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here comes the boom.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Strong left. Strong left.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Redskins set up now 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D looking like they may blitz. 1st and goal, Kelly. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back there.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Prescott now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Here we go. Red dot.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down following the run. Here's Manziel. Caught on the right side, Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go. Back Leopard.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Detroit!
Watch the twist.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Ten yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 90.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of this feel that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Time running out here on the play clock. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Manziel. This one caught by Crowder. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. Play clock winding down. And Forbath will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Crowder. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They give them a gain of 37.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. A give. This is Kelly. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Green, 30.
they'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.